y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective, and today we are going to be reviewing Queens of R&B, SWV and Xscape. Baby, I don't know what type of crack cocaine them girls in Atlanta, Georgia are smoking to think that they can headline over SWV. We're gonna get into it. Before we get into that, I have a couple housekeeping items to cover. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to this channel. I have a goal of reaching 500 subscribers, and I'm on my way, and I need your help. If you've been subscribed, go ahead and hit that like button. It'll help your girl out. I'm really trying to make this channel grow. And I know you see me in my Amazon PJs, okay? And that's because I'm about to go to bed as soon as I'm finished with this video, okay? We open up with Taj and Tocha in Nashville, walking through the African American Music History Museum, and they're talking about how historic their accomplishments have been and that they've been able to contribute to Black history. Taj even talks about how Destiny's Child were super fans of them back when they were touring, and that they would meet them under their wing, which is really cool to hear. Taj asked Tocha, "Hey girl, what's going on? The last time we had a meeting, it was crazy. What's going on?" And I'm struggling, y'all, because I have my retainer in. So like I'm trying to talk over, but my tongue keeps getting caught. So y'all just bear with me as I stumble, okay? So Taj is asking Tocha, like, girl, what happened? What's going on? Last time we met, last time we had our meeting, you were super anti. And Tasha's saying, you know, I'm just really looking to turn a new leaf. And Tasha's like, well, what's really going on with your sister? Essentially, Tocha reveals to Taj that she is, you know, signing to Motown, this new Motown gospel, I guess, and she's looking to go into a solo career. And Taj is like, wait a minute, you're signing a deal? Does that mean you're trying to leave the group? Girl, what are you doing? And Tocha says, listen, I'm trying to be free. I'm trying to do my own thing. All I can say is, boo.
Boo this man!
We don't want it, but if this is what you want to do, fine. We're tired of seeing you battle with Xscape anyway. Go on along with your solo group and be by yourself. Coco is meeting up with her friends. Coco lives in Virginia Beach. She's meeting up with her friend Tamika, I think, and I can't remember her other friend. He's a guy. They're going back and forth having, you know, good girlfriend talk. And in the confessional, Coco talks about how she was diagnosed with bipolar depression, and she would have manic episodes, and that she realized that she really needed to get help when she was thinking about offing someone. And she was like, okay, I really need to get some help. Was it me? Was it just me? I was a little bit curious on who she was planning. I'm like, who you was plotting on? I mean, I'm glad you're getting help. I'm glad you're getting help, but it would have been interesting to know who you were plotting on, you know. Anyway, mental health issues are a serious thing, and I'm so glad she was able to find the help that she needed. They show the girls in all their element. Again, Candy with her family. Who else? They show pretty much all. Tamika talking to her daughter, all the girls, all the women in their element with their family. SWV has a concert in Pittsburgh, and you see all the women trying to prepare for it, get together, put their makeup on, catching flights. Taj is still in Nashville. There was a delay. It's taking her forever to get to Pittsburgh. She gets there at like 5 o'clock. Opening, they have to be, I think, on stage at like 6:30. So she's rushing to try to get dressed and do her makeup and do all the things. And they're so happy that they're able to still be a part of they're happy that they're able to still contribute to their fans even these 30 years later. Tamika and Wig, that's what we call in Tamika's mom, because I'm tired of her. I'm through with her. Tamika tried not to disrespect her, but she is not my mother. I do not like this lady at all. So Wig comes into the house and they have this whole exchange. Oh, I'm not going, you know how older Black women are. I'm not going to come in unless you invite me. Girl, just walk in the house. She invited you already. You don't got to act like this. Tamika sits down. They're served food. She bakes her favorite food, apparently salmon and something else. I wasn't worried about it. They sit down. Wig asks Tamika, what's going on with you, me, and your sister? And Tamika says, you don't take up for me. You don't. And now that I think about this, they cut out some scenes, because I remember in the previews they talked about, Tamika said, if you had to choose between me and my sister on a deserted island, I would not stand a chance. I remember seeing that scene. This was that scene. They cut that out. They edited that out. Tamika says, you are not the fifth member. You are not the fifth member of Xscape. And that is the truth. You are not the fifth member of Xscape. Wig is getting irate. Yes, I am the fifth member. I was there when your daddy left and left us with nothing but a pot to piss in and a window to barely a window to throw. You know how they do. And I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, what does this have to do with Xscape? And I said, bingo, that's what it is right there. That is what part of it is right there. She is harboring resentment and anger towards their father. And she's tying it to Tamika for whatever reason. Again, I'm not a psychologist, y'all. I don't be trying to diagnose people, but that's what it's giving, okay? Tamika in the confessional also agrees that I look like my father, I act like my dad, and so all the resentment and the anger and the issue that she has with my father that she hasn't gotten over, she's pinning it on me. That is exactly what's happening, because honestly, Wig and Tocha favor each other more than Wig and Tamika. So if you're gonna look at anything, Tamika got most of her facial features, I'm assuming, from her father, because Wig and Tocha look more alike than the other. That's one thing, and I hate to keep going off on a tangent, but Black parents, as soon as you tell them something about themselves as an adult, right, now that you're an adult and you have more of an opinion on life and you have an idea of what's really going on in the world and you speak it, anything that disagrees with them, anything that challenges what they think, is immediately categorized as disrespect and immediately dismissed. We have conversations with older Black adults because they act like whatever they say is right and true, and it's like, that is not always the case. Tamika says, listen, if you're going to continue to treat me the way that you treat me, I'm going to have to back up. I'm going to have to back off and take a step back. Wig is like, what does that mean, Tamika? What does that mean? What does that mean? Tamika starts to get in her feelings and she starts crying, and Wig is like, Tamika, look at me. I am your mother. I am your mother. I love you, girl. And I'm thinking to myself, Tamika, I know that she does apologize. Wig does apologize. But Tamika, I hope you understand that this is not the last time your mama is going to disrespect you. I don't know how Tocha and Tamika's dad leaving has anything to do with Xscape. And how she feels like she's the fifth member. You are not the fifth member. You are her mother. And that's it. All you need to be. That's all she needs you to be. So we get to Taj and Kandi. Because Taj met Tocha in Nashville, Taj is talking to Kandi. I guess she's now in Atlanta, flying back and forth. Taj talks about her trip to Africa and how she was able to see so many different things. And she talks about how she met Tocha at the museum and that she talked about signing a deal with Motown, going solo. Kandi says, okay, now it all makes sense. This is history repeating itself. She did the very same thing when when she was first trying to sign solo all these years ago. She started acting distant. She started getting, resistant to trying to do things. She started like kicking up dust and doing all these different things. And we were like, what is going on with Tocha? But this was her way to make an excuse so that she could go solo with no regard to anything. And she's trying to make sure that she does not completely burn the Xscape bridge, because she needs a safety net, which is exactly what it is. And I'm thinking to myself, Tocha girl, boo, we don't want it, okay? And if this is how you handle things, boo, we really don't want it. Taj says, ultimately, listen, it's unfortunate that she's trying to do these things, Coco did the very same thing when we were younger. When she was trying to break off, she started kicking up dust, acting like she was better than us, didn't want to talk to us, didn't want to have nothing to do with us. Tocha said, listen, don't let one monkey stop no show, girl. We can still go on with or without Tocha, okay? It would be nice for her to be here, but if she can't, oh well. Lily and Kyrie, which I love that name, by the way. I think that's such a cute name, and I love the way she spelled it. Kyrie is her son. They sit down, they're meeting for drinks. Lily says she is not friends with her kids. She is actually her parent. She is her kid's mother, and she's not parents. She's not friends with them. I couldn't tell at that table. She was talking about all kind of crazy stuff that I would never want my mama to talk to me about. Please keep that to yourself. I do not want to know nothing about that. She talks about how she struggled. And again, I have so much respect for Lily. All of the women, all of the women from SWV, I have so much respect for them because I know that they've been through a lot of things. I know it. And I just absolutely respect them, and I'm here for it. Lily talks about how she was homeless at one point after the group broke up, how she was sleeping in her car. She would drive around in New York City all times of the morning just so that she wouldn't fall asleep at night because she wasn't trying to, you know, fall victim to anybody. And I was just like, oh my God, that is so gut-wrenching to live and sleep in your car when you were this top-selling, multi-million, you know, multi-million record. Multi-million? Is that it? Yeah, they sold over 30 million records. So, or at least 30 million is the number. So for that, wow. She talks about how she's on the grind now and that she's doing these erotica books and it's Sister Hot P, and I'm like, oh Lily, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know about this. She's having a conversation with her son. And if it's making you money, girl, more power to you, okay? Tocha in the studio. Boo, we don't want it. Boo this man. Boo this man. She's in the booth singing some song. I wasn't even paying attention to it. Snake comes in. Rocky the Snake comes in. He swear he a 5th member of Xscape too. He want to be 5th member. He want to be the 6th member. So it's Tocha, it's Tamika, it's Candy, Tiny, Wig, and Snake. Additional members of Xscape. Snake want to be in the booth. He want to sing, oh, you gonna let me be in the booth. I must tear the house down. You let me be in the booth. I thought we were recording for Tocha. Tocha can't have a moment without Snake trying to take it from her. We cut into Coco and her son. Her Coco's son's Jalen, I think. Yeah, Jalen. Jalen is originally supposed to be going to school for dentistry. I don't know. He wants to sing. Mama, I want to sing. He's trying to be like Rita, okay? From damn, what is that movie? Joyful, joyful, no, be adore thee. How to love you. Sister Act. Girl, how did you forget that? I love that movie. Jalen want to be Rita from Sister Act. Singing doesn't pay the bills. Singing does not put food on the table. There's a lot of people on the corner singing they shoulda, coulda, woulda. That is Coco. No shade, Coco. I love you and I'm here for all the things you do and your son, supporting him as well. But after I listen to him on camera, sweetheart, get back to dentistry. Get to dentistry. That's all I'm gonna just get. Stay in them books, because that's where your future. That's where your future is. Do you understand how he feels that he should not be forced to do something he doesn't want to do? I am in total agreement with that. I am. I like the compromise that they've come up with as far as like taking a year off and figuring out what you want to do. I like that idea. I think that is collaborative. I think that's progressive. I really like that idea. But I'm with Coco and Grandma on this one, sweetheart, singing. Because Coco bust in to me some, shut up all that noise. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, okay? If you singing and you sound good, ain't nobody going to tell you shut up no noise, okay? I'm sorry. SWV rehearsal and Xscape meeting. So they're doing the I'm so into you. Their promoter, whoever is there, is like, listen, we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We need to know, is it a yes or a no? We're thinking one night only, you know, because you guys don't have that much time. Y'all don't have that much on your calendar. They're like, yes, let's do it. So Kenny's on her way to meet with SWV and all the other women, all the people, members of Xscape. And she's on the phone with Tiny, and they're talking about how, yeah, I'm gonna go solo. It's a whole thing. And Tiny's like, yep, that makes sense. She did this last time. This is exactly what she does. She'll, you know, start kind of picking fights and trying to get MIA and just acting funny. This makes sense. She's trying to go solo. That absolutely makes sense. So they all get there, and I was surprised to see Tocha show up. Honestly, Tocha ends up coming. We're talking about business. They're asking what's the plan moving forward. Are we doing one night only? One night only. One night only. It's all I have to give. I just been wanting to do that. So are we doing the one night only thing? And everybody's like, yes, let's do it. We're in it. You know, one for all. Is it three for all for one? Put your hands in the pot and say you're ready to go. And they're all doing it. And here go Tocha again, looking reluctant. They're like, oh my God, you not ready? You not trying to do it? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm in. And I'm just like, oh my God. Lily's face. Thank you. So Candy brings up, so we want to talk about who's going to be on the headline. Who's headlining? Tocha's like, listen, we co-headlining. what you mean? This is a celebration of music. We celebrating two black women girl groups who've gotten together and set charts, broke records, done all these different things. Candy's like, well, we have a bigger following because we have, you know, we were on Family Hustle. I've got Housewives of Atlanta. Here's where I'm gonna break off. Okay, let me just break off real quick. Here's where, yeah, I don't want to have this conversation because I really like both groups. Again, I think I've already said it before. I feel like I've expressed myself strongly that I'm more of an SWV fan than Xscape. Now, when Xscape says that they have a bigger fan base, are y'all talking about in the Atlanta area? Because y'all have not left Atlanta. All the love that you get is from Atlanta, and because you still live there, maybe you're a big fish in a small pond. Is that what that is? Because honestly, I don't. Are you guys flying to Africa and having millionaires have you sing for one night? Are you being invited to do that? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like, that's a real question, and obviously I've never sang on anybody's stage, and ain't nobody asking me to sing on nobody's stage. So I'm not like, I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm just saying at the same time, where are y'all getting this following from? Where are y'all getting this following from? Because quiet as it's kept, people don't really too much care for Candy on Real Housewives of Atlanta anyway. So I'm really just trying to figure out where you getting these numbers from. And the fact that truly I looked up Xscape's album records. I looked up SWV. They have one number one hit, 4 top 10 songs, 12 songs that are like hits altogether. They've sold 30 million albums worldwide. Xscape sold 3 million. Like, we're not trying to, that's the thing. Like, why can't y'all co-headline again? Make it make sense to me. I need to hear more of what Candy is saying, what she's trying to say, because this is, now I'm like, oh, I remember why I don't too much care for Candy on Real Housewives. Now I realize why I don't too much care for her. I understand she's a businesswoman through and through. I understand she's about her money. I understand all of those things, but in this moment though, y'all tell me what y'all think, because I'm confusion. Okay, I am confusion. Not SWV. Iconic SWV. Okay, don't get me wrong. Traces of My Lipstick was an album. Okay, well, it was the album. but so was release some tension. It's about time. Girl, what we doing? Girl, what we doing? Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what you think about the episode. I have no idea. I'm so thrilled at Candy. Y'all tell me what y'all think, because I have no idea. I'm not trying to pit anybody against anyone. I want it to be a celebration of music, celebration of women. But what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Okay. Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. Hit the subscribe button. And also, if you've already subscribed and you watched this video all the way to the end, go ahead and hit that like button. It'll really help your girl out and growing my channel. I really appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.